Yeah, good morning, guys. Let's quickly notify others that we are live. Good morning, everyone. Kindly drop a one in the chat if you can hear me while we notify others that we are live. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. We are starting right away. Let me quickly notify others that we are live. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Kindly drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a one in the chat. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. God, thank you. God, thank you for sun. God, thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. All right, let's dive into today's market analysis. I want to take our time at all today. It's going to be very brief. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. All right, so let's dive right into today's analysis. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to 2 Billion Forex Academy. If you're new here, my name is Timothy, aka T Billion, and this is our weekly live market analysis and trading session where we break down the Forex markets step by step in a very practical and well-structured way. We hold this session every Monday and Wednesday by 9:00 a.m. West African time, and our primary focus is XAUUSD and GBPUSD, followed by other Forex pairs you request in the chat. The goal of this session is to shape and sharpen your understanding of the smart money concept, which includes order blocks, breaker blocks, market structure, inducement, liquidity zones, and price action, and how you can properly read market structure, identify key order block zones, as well as breaker block zones and liquidity areas, and most importantly, how you can apply this concept effectively in real market condition. So whether you're a newbie trader, you're an intermediate or a pro trader, stay with me as we follow a clear top-down analysis process. So before we dive into today's market analysis, let's do a quick recap of what's it called, our last a quick recap of our previous analysis. Let's see what market has been doing since our last session. Okay, and so I'll start with XAUUSD, which is good. Please drop a one in the chat if you can see my screen. Drop a one in the chat if you can see my screen. Okay, so let's head to XAUUSD. So for a quick recap, so in our last session, we were able to identify this zone, right? And as you can see, I think the zone was triggered during the Asian session. Okay, so as you can see, it is currently playing out, right? So if you are taking this trade, you'll be in profit right now. Okay, so let's let this trade play out. Okay, as soon as more price action, is printed, then we'll look for other opportunities to, you know, to what's it called, to join the trade, right? But for those who have already taken this trade, of course, you should be in profit already. So we are holding this trade to full TP. As you can see, it's a 1:7 risk reward ratio, approximately 8. Okay, so we're holding this trade to full TP or SL. You know how I trade is either SL or TP, right? So that is that with gold. And again for today, okay, let's look at GBPUSD briefly. What market has been doing since our last session before we dive into today's market analysis. Okay, so on GBPUSD, we were able to mark out this zone, if you remember, from the 4H time frame. So we mapped out this zone, this 4H order block zone, right? And this was what we were anticipating, that until price gave us this what's it called, reversal pattern, we are not going to take the trade just yet. And as you can see, let me take this out. Price tapped into the zone and gave this massive and bullish move. Okay, let's drill down to the 1H time frame to for me to have a proper view of the structure. Hold on, let me undo this. All right. So on the 1H time frame, now we have a clearer structure. Now, if you look at this very closely, we got our market shift right here, and this is our inducement. Then this is our breaker block right here, and this is our order block. So we are anticipating price could also react at this level, but the probability is very, very low. I would rather take my trade at this zone or this zone because they are the most discounted zone. Okay, and of course you believe you understand that you sell or you buy at discounted zone and you sell at premium zones. Just to be sure I'm not alone on this call, kindly drop a one in the chat if you're following. Drop a one in the chat if you're with me. Yeah, drop a one in the chat if you're with me. All right, so let's continue. Okay, so we got this what's it called, this structure. We got our market shift right here, as earlier mentioned. This is our inducement, and we're waiting for price at this breaker block zone and this order block zone. So let's wait patiently for this trade to play out. All right, so that is that with GBP USD. Let's head straight to today's market analysis, beginning with GBP XAUUSD basically. All right, so Okay. Okay, so let's begin our analysis from the daily time frame. So as you can see, let's take this out temporarily. So gold is obviously bearish, and we are currently getting a potential bullish reversal to the upside. Okay, and as you can see, we're able to mark out this breaker block zone, and that is exactly where we got this what's it called, pullback. This retracements we're currently having on gold, these bullish retracements. Okay, so heading to the 4H time frame, right? We are still bearish on gold. Okay, we are still bearish on gold. I'm expecting a massive sell at this zone, right, of which price is already given the potential that's going to sell right here. I feel this is just a temporary, you know, pullback to this other block zone. Then we have this massive sell. Okay, so we are still bearish. We're still bearish on gold. Okay, and I'm not going to buy gold just yet. Not until I get a double swing level to the upside, then I can start looking for a potential buy opportunity. But for now, I'm still bearish, very much bearish on gold. And the most valid and active zone we have right now is this zone on the 1H time frame, which is where price is currently at. Okay, so if you've not taken this trade, you still have the opportunity to enter this trade right now. Okay, so this setup is still very much valid. We're going to wait for price at this zone. And if for any reason the zone failed to hold, then we have our order block right here. So I'm also anticipating a sell at this zone right here. Okay. All right. So I'm anticipating a sell right here at this zone. Now, if this zone fails, we are taking our sell at this zone. So we're taking our sell right here, and our SL will be right here. That's our SL. Okay. And our TP, this is what we're looking at for our TP. We're going to sell all the way to this price level, right? So, and this is 1 is to 10 next to the word ratio. Okay. All right. So this is our setup for XAUUSD. Just in case this zone fails, we would anticipate price to respect this zone. Then we take our sell right here. We can set as what's it called? You can set a sell limit order right here, so price can, you know, trigger your trade, or a broker can trigger your trade as soon as price gets to this price level. Okay. All right. So that is that on GBPUSD. Okay. I'm going to share the coordinates for this setup on the free signal Telegram channel. Okay. As soon as we're done with the live. All right. So if you're not on the free signal channel, do well to join the free signal channel. I'm always active there. Okay. There are some setups we don't get during live sessions like this. And after the live, we get those set up and we share it right there on the free signal Telegram channel, so everyone can make money as well. So if you're not there, do well to join the free signal Telegram channel. It's absolutely free. And so this is that. That is that for XAUUSD. Let's head to GBPUSD and see what we have for today. Again, we'll start our analysis from the daily time frame. And as you can see, XAUUSD, GBPUSD has been bearish all the while, and currently I can see some potential for a bullish, move as market has shifted on the higher time frame to the bullish, side. Market has shifted bullish on the higher time frame. So, and that is why I changed my bias to bullish, and I've been looking for buy opportunities, right? So on 4H, let's drill down to 4H for a clearer price action. We're able to mark out this zone in our last session, and this setup is still very much valid. And wait patiently for it to play out. Okay, you can see the RR. We have this is 1:7 risk to reward ratio, and this is 1:15 risk to reward ratio. So let's wait patiently for this setup to play out. It's still very much valid, and this is what we're going to be waiting for today as well. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, this is the only valid setup on GBPUSD at the moment. Okay, so we'll keep waiting for this setup to play out, right? Once again, I shared this on the free signal Telegram channel. Okay, no, I haven't. I'm going to share this setup and the coordinates on the free signal Telegram channel. So as soon as price gets to those zones, I have my buy limit order already active, waiting for price to tap into the zone so the trade gets triggered. Okay, so you can do the same. I'll share the coordinates on the free signal Telegram channel so you can tap into the trade as soon as price gets to those zones. Okay, and as always, we are holding this trade to full TP or SL, right? That's it. Once again, this is 1:7 risk to reward ratio, and this is 1:15 risk to reward ratio. So guys, if you have any question regarding this session, do well to drop it right in the comment section. I'll go to the comment section and attend to all questions. Okay, I think that wraps it up for today. As earlier mentioned, as soon as more price actions are printed, I'll share new setups on the free signal Telegram channel. All right, guys, so that wraps it up for today. And today's key lesson, as always, is the directional bias. You have to establish a directional bias. That is key. It tells you what kind of opportunities you should focus on, right? Then you talk about your market structure, right? After that, you identify your key order block and breaker block zones. Okay, and usually I prefer taking order blocks and breaker blocks. If I'm buying, I buy at discounted zones. And if I'm selling, I sell at premium zones. Okay. What's it called? Zones at these levels, they have a very high probability of playing out. Okay, you can't be buying at premium zone, or you can't be buying at premium zone and expect the trade to hit full TP. Most likely you'll be taking out, because you'll be taking out, you'll be used as liquidity. So always make it an habit to buy at discounted zones, and you sell at premium zones. What am I saying in essence? Mark out zones. Pay attention to zones at discounted region, and pay attention to zones at premium, region, basically. All right, guys. So if this session has added value to you, please don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our live, sessions. We'll be back again on Monday at 9:00 a.m. West African time. Until then, trade smart, protect your capital, and I'll see you in the next session, guys. Peace out.